Welcome back to Tiempo. We have been discussing the ongoing recovery efforts in Puerto Rico. Several medical and public employees recently flew to the island for a relief mission there, and they came across so many folks still without water, still without adequate food. Joining us this morning, Alicia Schwartz and Evelyn de Jesus from the United Federation of Teachers. You guys just got back. Thank you for doing what you're doing. You were mentioning right before the break Operation Agua to address the water needs. Tell me about it.
So AFT, UFT, AFSME, Hispanic Federation and Operation Blessing got together in a partnership,
Yes.
and the goal is to get 100,000 water filters into homes and into communities and schools. That way, as you well know, people are drinking water from brooks, rivers,
Yes.
wells, wherever, and they're contaminated. So with $30 donation, we can then move forward and get all these filters into these homes, and people could, and they don't need light, they don't need electrical,
Yes.
power. So we know at least that children are drinking clean water.
That's beautiful, because it's not just a temporary fix,
Correct.
it's a long-term solution,
Correct.
which is more of what Puerto Rico needs right now.
Correct.
In the realm of power, what did you find? Is it being restored? What more can be done?
In terms of power, electricity, there's more to be done. There's a lot of people that do not have power
Yes.
yet. There's some that do. Some areas like San Juan, some areas of San Juan has, some areas of Caguas has. But the rest of the island is pretty much without power at night. And that was a big concern to us. So some of us were able to get them what's called Soul Lights. They're sold on Amazon, and they're solar powered. My father, I was able to send him one, and he was so happy when I arrived to the house.
Do you hear generators just humming throughout the island?
Some generators are, but they're very expensive
Yes.
as well in terms of gas. So some people do not take them. Business owners usually have them.
Sure, right. Are you guys planning a return trip to the island to continue doing what you're doing?
Yes, we're planning another trip. We're also we're looking into Mayagüez, opening a distribution center there,
Yes.
and looking at schools, assessing schools to see where we can use, some of the schools are huge buildings, and set up distribution centers. This is going to be for the long haul. Being a Puerto Rican myself and being in Puerto Rico, the lights were in bad shape prior to that.
Of course, yes.
So this is going to be a long haul, so we have to plan long term,
Yep.
Yes.
not only immediate.
Which I find myself explaining to people that, they say, why is it taking so long to get the
Right.
power back up? Because it's not just, putting up new
Right.
wires. It's
right.
rebuilding an entire system, which, by the way, needed to be rebuilt
Absolutely.
to begin with. What did you find? I keep hearing about the communities en las montañas, those areas that are very rural, very pastoral, el yunque, la fincas that everyone has. Those areas are difficult to get to,
Yes.
and is that why they've had so much trouble in terms of getting the relief supplies that they desperately need?
It's true. It's very difficult. But I think one of the things that we were able to accomplish was that we went to the right people. We went to police station. We went to mayor's office. Sometimes even the National Guard, asking them, where is the need in this community? And they would tell us, well, we haven't seen this place. And that was the place that we would go. And that's where we gave the need. People need medications. People need food. People need water. And that's a big concern to us, because some of their pharmacies are destroyed.
What can FEMA do better? They will tell you that this has been the largest humanitarian response in the history of the organization. They've been trying, and it's a daunting task for them as it is for everybody else. Based on what you saw, what can happen a little bit better, and in what way, to make sure the effort and the relief is getting to those people?
Well, one of the things they need to do is start going by foot. Going like we getting on a van and asking people where are the needs so that they can go. We've had pictures where people put, please, food, help, food, we need water. That's disturbing, because that's our life.
Yes, yeah, that's survival.
Right. Yes.
Yes, and people don't want to look to the future. They want to look about getting through tonight into tomorrow, and how challenging that has been. What's the next step for you guys in terms of while you're still here, can you organize efforts on the island?
Actually, we're planning to go soon, but we want to make sure we have enough nurses. Also, we have tons of volunteers, teachers from all over the nation, all over the state that want to go and help out. And we just got to see how we can get them there. The distribution center does have a place where they can stay, but we have to do them by cohorts, because, you have so many beds.
You mentioned a quick term there. As nurses, what sort of medical care were you able to supply that perhaps the people weren't getting?
One, medication.
Sure.
Some of their medications they don't have refills because their doctors and their clinics are closed.
But how do you know what medications they need?
They have the bottles. So we were able to have a doctor over there who was able to get medications, and we were being the pharmacist for these individuals. So we were distributing meds that read on the bottle. We would read it, and then we give them the 30 days until, and one of our doctors would write prescriptions.
Yes, I was going to say, you need a doctor to write the script.
Yeah, they would go to a different pharmacy, because sometimes if their refill were from one pharmacy and that pharmacy destroyed, they would have to pay for their other prescription, and that's sad. The other thing we did was wound care. Some of us, we had to put IVs as well, because some of people are very dehydrated, and then send them to the hospitals. And in addition, we provided education. Education is futile at this moment, because they need to know about the water, they need to know how to clean mold, and they need to stay healthy as well.
So you guys are doing a fantastic job. Continued success. Thank you so much. Keep us posted here on Tiempo. If there's anything that we can do to put the word out, please let us know. But your efforts are greatly, greatly appreciated. So thank you
so much.